these are the teams that are just the worst in the NFL for a myriad of different reasons. Browns, Dolphins, the Cardinals have now joined us. Saints, Titans, Bengals, and Panthers. Now they're all in here for different reasons. The Panthers, I wanted to move up. I just don't know if I think that's a legitimate win. The Panthers are tough. Bryce Young, I'm just seeing it is one of those things where he is struggling it's very Tebow-esque, where he is struggling for the majority of the game and then making a couple good throws at the end and getting the score close. And I'm not quite ready to put them in get out. I still have a lot of questions about this franchise. The Bengals, obviously, they're here because of Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow was not here, they could be as high as get great. Jake Browning is just throwing it up and hoping Jamar Chase comes down with it. He'll either catch it or he'll tackle the guy. So the Titans, despite that win, you beat the Cardinals, who are also in here, the Cardinals' dumb decisions and dumb coaching, which we're going to talk about with Tony later, I think ends them both in get lost. The Saints, they got their first win against the Giants. It's still the Saints, man. Everybody's going to get one. No one's going winless. Even as bad as the Jets are, the Jets aren't going to go winless. The Jets should probably be in here. I am holding out a little bit of respect for their high-end talent here, and I do think Aaron Glenn's going to get figured out. Maybe that's unfair. The Browns get lost again. Maybe the best defense in the NFL. Genuinely, maybe the best defense in the NFL. But Joe Flacco wasn't the answer. I don't believe Dylan Gabriel is the answer. There's a lot here that I'm just not sold on with the Browns for obvious reasons. So they stay in, get lost. Get out. This is unfortunate, man. So the Ravens are here because it is going to be really tough to convince myself. Outside of just saying Lamar Jackson is amazing, it's going to be very, very tough to say, hey, they should be any higher than this. It is not a playoff team at this moment. The defense is really bad. Lamar is hurt. I think there's a chance to have a run post-bye week when Lamar gets back. But as of right now, the Giants, you did lose to the Saints. But again, I think the Jackson Dart momentum is still more positive. The Patriots probably should be higher, but I'm still not convinced they're a playoff team with all the yes, this is a better Patriots team, and they probably should move up, but I still don't think they're a playoff team. And I'm not quite convinced that even though Drake May is playing great, that was a great win Sunday night. I want to give it about one more week, Patriots, and I'll be ready to move you up. The Jets probably should be in get lost, I'll be honest, but again, I am respecting some of the high-end talent and just some innate belief, maybe fair or unfair, about what I think Aaron Glenn will do for this team. And Justin Fields has statistically been playing well, even though they've been getting blown out. The Raiders, look, man, Geno was not this bad. I don't have any care or reason to defend the Raiders, but Geno's not this bad. But he's playing really, really. This is a tough stretch right now. 7 interceptions, 8 interceptions already. It's a really bad stretch. 9 interceptions. It's a bad stretch for Geno right now. The Falcons, I just don't trust them. They're on a bye week, so I'm not moving them. But I just don't have any faith in the Falcons. Get good. The Jaguars, who I know that was an amazing win last night. Still not there with them yet. I think this defense is a little too turnover reliant, and I don't think they're going to average 3 turnovers a game. Obviously, last night they only got the 1, but I think the defense, it's a little too, not fluky, but just a little too turnover reliant, man. I want to see them start to play just great natural defense before I'm ready to move them up into get great tier. The Seahawks, if they had beat Tampa, I would have absolutely moved them into get great. 1,000%. But they lost that game, but they still looked really good. The Bears were on a bye, so I'm going to keep them where they're at. The Texans, look, man, it's going to take me a while to be really convinced that this team won't win their division. I'm not sold on the team ahead of them. They obviously just scored 40 points against the Ravens, but again, that defense, injuries, not playing well. Cowboys, this is a one-sided thing. Dak is playing maybe the best football of his life, or he's probably playing the best football as great as he was the year he got injured, when he was on pace to throw for over 5,000 yards and was doing that. But this defense is still a problem. The Steelers, I kind of have the Steelers and the Colts in the same boat, whereas, yes, you're leading your division. Yes, you should win your division. Yes, everything states that you are a really good football team, but I'm just not there with Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones. The Chargers, this is unfortunate. It's an injuries thing. This is probably one of the best Charger teams they've had in years. And because of the O-line injuries, it's hard to me to put them much higher. The Niners, I will elevate once some guys actually start coming back from injury. And I also just have reservations about both quarterbacks. But I definitely have reservations. As great as I think Kyle Shanahan is, I have reservations about Brock Purdy and Mac Jones, which I have a team in Get Great that I am going to say is probably wrong. If I had to say the team I probably rated the highest or overrated the highest is the Vikings. Look, this is a Kevin O'Connell thing. This is a defensive thing. This is a Justin Jefferson thing. It's like, oh, well, the 49ers in the same boat. No, the 49ers don't have a Justin Jefferson. I don't think the 49ers defense is this good. I think coach-wise, I would actually have Kyle slightly above KOC, but they're both great. And I think Minnesota has enough other parts, even though quarterback is going to be its own journey with Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy. I still think they're one of the best teams in the NFL if they get any resemblance of quarterback play. The Bucs, what can you say, man? They're winning all these games. I think they're going to start winning some of these not as close as they get Wirfs back, as they have all their receivers, Evans, Ibuka, who's been amazing, and Chris Godwin. The Chiefs, this is absolutely a legacy pick because I don't think the Chiefs are this good right now. But I will be respectful to who they've been, even though I don't want to be. And the Packers, they were on a bye. Again, I think this is a great team. I think Jordan Love, who is streaky and I think has a chance to potentially mess this up, but I'm going to have some faith in him. And then the Commanders, who just beat the Chargers again, I think the Commanders just need to get healthy, and this is one of the best teams in football. And I said it, Get Excellent, the 5 best teams in the NFL. The Eagles are still there, even though they lost. The Lions, look at that offense since week 1. Look at that entire team since week 1. Yes, week 1 was bad, but throw it out. Look at how great they've been since then. The Bills, I know they lost the Patriots Sunday Night Football. This is still one of the best teams in the league. Josh Allen still would be my MVP frontrunner. The Rams, what more do the Rams need to do? Great defense, great head coach, great offense. Yes, they're coming off a loss to a very injured 49ers team. I did say, however, and I want to be clear here, I think this team is absolutely excellent. I do have a lot of reservations because they did say on Thursday, I have a lot of reservations. Can they win a Super Bowl? Because if you can't beat that Niners team, you're going to have a lot of struggles. And of course, our newest inclusion into Get Excellent. Of course they're here. You beat the defending Super Bowl champs. Ben Powers is going on IR, which is unfortunate, but still the best offensive line in football. This defense, Nick Bonita was playing Defensive Player of the Year. They have a chance to do something only the Ravens did with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, which is have back-to-back years with a different guy getting Defensive Player of the Year. What more do we need to say, man? And I said I was moving them up if they beat the Eagles. Because it's the one game on their schedule, as much predictions as I did, I said they lose that Eagles game. And what do? They whooped the Eagles. Whooped them. I mean, if you want to be a part of one of the coolest, most unique communities, don't forget to like and subscribe.